coming up on this edition of Impact.
My brother was riding a 650 Bonneville Triumph. I love that thing. So I asked Mom, could I learn how to ride? She goes, only if you ride like they're out to kill you.
Move aside, Hell's Angels. There are some new riders in town.
Oh, kill me, your lips for just a moment.
There's a game that you have to play out here. There's a rhythm in the game where you have to sometimes watch out for other performers. So it's a lot of variables out here.
Performers hone their skills on the streets of Santa Monica. But first, the world is just a big playground for some urban Spider-Men.
It's a self-journey of self-progression. We work our core natural abilities. It's not about the aesthetic, it's about that utility. How useful can I be in my movements?
Hi, I'm Megan Chow, and welcome to this edition of Impact. In our first segment, we look at a discipline that's gaining ground and walls and rooftops. It's called parkour, and it just might change the way you think about the buildings around you.
It's a self-journey of self-progression. We work our core natural abilities. It's not about the aesthetic, it's about that utility. How useful can I be in my movements?
If I do this and I mess up, I'll hurt myself. So it's a battle in itself. So it's just about knowing yourself. It's just about not so much really pushing your body, pushing your mind.
Cliff Kravitz and Kara Seward are pushing both. They've turned the city landscape into their own jungle gym. These urban Spider-Men can be found throughout Southern California nearly every weekend, jumping, climbing, and crawling through obstacles.
I like to be able to move and to not be bound by all those boundaries that are generally seen by regular society. You see a handrail, you see walls, you see benches, and I get to play on those as opposed to just walking next to them.
They are practicing the discipline of parkour, a skill that trains its followers to move through obstacles in the quickest, most efficient way.
Parkour is a discipline which is at its core about overcoming obstacles, both physical and mental obstacles.
Parkour is many different things to many different people. I think that at root it is a discipline where a person practices getting from point A to point B with the least amount of resistance possible.
To move through these points, parkour practitioners, known as traceurs, rely only on their body and surroundings.
You guys know the order, right? Just know who you're following. That's all that really matters. We focus our training with the mindset of utility, progression, and durability. With utility, we're looking again to focus our movements to what is useful. With progression, we're looking to constantly progress our limits and constantly move forward. Don't let anything bring you down. Don't let anything stop you. If you come across a wall that you need to be on the other side, figure out a way to get over. If it's too high, find another wall, find another path. And durability or sustainability, we need to be intelligent in how we train so we can last and do this for as long as we can and continue to be useful and do useful things our whole life.
But before these skills can be mastered, traceurs need to overcome more than just physical barriers.
The most difficult thing in parkour is the mental aspects of it. It's really trusting your body to do what it can't do. And it's knowing that physically you have these abilities. Anything we approach, it's how am I going to do this? How am I going to muster the energy to do this? How am I going to get the courage to do it? It's really just focus.
I have an issue with heights. I really don't like being up high, and I still work to get over that every day. You know, I get to a certain level and it freaks me out, and I know that I can do it, but there's that part in the back of your head that still reminds you, hey, it's scary sometimes, you know? Nope.
Before we face any obstacle, of course, we're thinking, okay, physically, how can I do this? So it's that battle of, I'm here, this obstacle is there, what can I do to go over?
If you think that you can't do something, don't try it. Start out with things that you know that you can do 100%, even if it's as small as, jumping up one step to another. You're just trying to see the limits of your personal, physical, and mental abilities, and see if you can stretch it, push a little bit further, of course within the realms of safety.
Because there are certain times where I'll stare at something for so long, just thinking, am I going to make this? Am I going to make this? Am I going to make this? I'll do it. I'll get over what I have to get over. I'll pass that obstacle. And at the end, I look back like, are you serious? That's all there is to it.
Traceurs push themselves without risking their safety. The idea is to remain aware of one's surroundings in order to escape quickly during an emergency situation. Parkour was first developed in France during the 1980s.
David Bell is the founder, or one of the founders of Parkour. He started Parkour in Nice back in, I guess it would have been about 20 years ago. And he had a gymnastic background, and he was inspired a lot by the work his father did as a fireman.
But Bell took what his father did further. He combined elements of military training, martial arts, gymnastics, and climbing into this unusual discipline.
I first learned about parkour on the internet. Like most people, I guess. I saw a video of David Bell and was amazed by how he was moving, and was also amazed by the fact that, despite the fact that he was doing these huge things that looked superhuman, the way he was moving didn't look unnatural.
Bell's superhuman moves and scenes like the famous chase sequence in the 2006 movie Casino Royale have sparked a growth in parkour's popularity.
Its popularity is continuing to grow. PKCali.com website is the website for California, and we have online forums where we organize meetups and sessions, as well as discussing different health and fitness issues.
But as parkour grows, misconceptions about the discipline have begun to emerge.
In today's YouTube culture, you see a lot of videos online of people doing big jumps, a lot of crazy adrenaline junkie things, and labeling it, or rather mislabeling it, parkour.
A lot of the times, the situation does not call for something big. The situation does not call for something where you have to be extremely fast. It's about improving your own being.
Don't try to compete against your friends. Don't ever try to compete against anybody else. Use other people as inspiration or things that you want to be able to progress towards, but just always remember, it's all about yourself.
By removing all aspects of competition, traceurs are able to focus solely on self-progression.
It's pretty amazing when you think that, hey, I was able to make that jump, or I was able to land that, or I was able to climb up this when I never thought I was able to do that before. You can kind of attribute that to to everyday life, where it's like, hey, I can just do this one thing. It's not going to be that hard.
I can just see that in general, I'm approaching sort of everything in my life in a different way. I don't see obstacles as barriers anymore. I just, it's something that I know that I can get through.
Whatever the situation is, if you're in a relationship and problems, instead of dwelling on it and saying, how do I get past this obstacle? It really it provides a great positive influence in your life. So my wish for parkour is that I be able to pass that on to as many people as possible.